Hello, beautiful people. Theo, the Optimist here, psychic educator, card reader, and coach. And you are watching, we are continuing on with the Fool's Journey today. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Having decided what he will create with his tools, the Fool strides forward, impatient to make his future a full grown reality. This is when he comes upon the Empress. Her hair gold as wheat, wearing a crown of stars and a white gown dotted with pomegranates. She rests her back on her throne, surrounded by an abundance of grain and a lush garden. It is possible that she is pregnant. Kneeling, the Fool relates to her his story, and she, in turn, smiles a motherly smile and gently gives him this advice. Like a newly planted grain or a newborn babe, a new life, a new relationship, a new creation is fragile. It requires patience and nurturing. It needs love and attention. Only this will bring it to fruition. Understanding at last that his creations will take time to develop, the fool thanks the Empress and continues on his way. Now, a lot of times you'll see the Empress represents, motherhood. She represents fertility. She represents abundance. She represents creativity. All of these cards have multiple meanings. I went with motherhood because when you think about the physical plane, um, in the Fool's Journey and how we're kind of starting off the adventure and we're starting the journey. We all have a mother. We may not have, an ideal relationship with our mother, or our mother may have moved on, and departed. Whatever the case may be, we were brought into existence from a mother. So it seemed like a fitting situation to kind of like consider the motherhood to be. Because, even with motherhood, like the fertility plays into that, the abundance, the nurturing, the ideal mother is going to be nurturing. She's going to offer a lot of that vibration, a lot of that energy. So we go with motherhood for the Empress, but abundance, nurturing, fertility, all of those energies are energies that go along with this card as well. And so I've also included here the two Ciro Marchetti cards. We have the Gilded Tarot on the left and the Tarot of Dreams on the right, to kind of give you some more visuals on that. A very feminine energy. And so um, there's that. I mean, obviously, to have that, you got to be a, female to um, for that motherhood energy to come through. If you look at the image on the right, there's actually a lot of that green, a lot of that abundance, a lot of that lush greenness. And then the newborn baby in her hand, like that whole idea of fertility and abundance is pretty clear with those images as well. I always struggle with the Rider-Waite deck because the images aren't as robust. There is a deck called the Radiant Rider-Waite, and it has like basically the same imagery with brighter colors, and I do like that deck, in terms of compared um, to the original Rider-Waite, but it's still pretty good in terms of the colors and stuff. So anyway, so now in your journal, this is where you would reflect on moments of abundance and a time when you felt like your senses kind of inspired creativity. A lot of times when we're having creative moment, and mother, the Empress she's a creative card as well. But in your journal, when we're thinking about this creative time, we're thinking about the senses, we're thinking about times that just to have something to kind of reflect on and refer back to in your journal, we're reflecting on the senses, and we're thinking about the time that the senses inspired you in such a way that maybe it made you feel more creative, or maybe it made you feel happy. Maybe you were savoring a moment because of how the senses inspired you. So in terms of maybe you can reflect on your own motherly experiences, having a mom, being a mom, or you can kind of reflect on the abundance aspect of the card as well. But just make some notes in your journal. Make some notes in your journal on those cards, and then you'll have a few more notes to kind of help you along with card 3 of the Fool's Journey. So that's what I have for you guys this time. Love and light to all of you beautiful people, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye now. It didn't stop. Let's try again. Bye now.